Have you ever paused to wonder why some people seem to breeze through life's challenges while others feel overwhelmed by them? The secret often lies in the power of intentional thought and self-awareness. In this book, we embark on a transformative journey to unlock the potential that lies within you. This book reveals how cultivating conscious awareness can lead to mental clarity, allowing you to navigate life's complexities with confidence and purpose. Prepare to awaken new insights and embrace the art of self-reflection, guiding you toward a richer, more fulfilling existence. Alive Thinking, Empower Clarity Through Conscious Mindset, written and published by Awaken Vision. Chapter 1. Awaken Awareness for Mental Clarity. Have you ever found yourself lost in a whirlwind of thoughts, standing still while chaos swirls around you? This common experience underscores a significant challenge many face in our fast-paced world. The struggle to clear mental clutter can hinder our ability to make sound decisions, connect with others, and fully embrace life's opportunities. Understanding this challenge is crucial because until we recognize the limitations imposed by our own minds, we can never fully awaken the clarity needed to move forward purposefully. Consider the story of a young professional named Sarah. She was ambitious and driven, intent on climbing the corporate ladder. However, as responsibilities piled up, she began to feel overwhelmed by the never-ending stream of tasks and expectations. Each day felt chaotic. Her mind raced from one project to another, leaving her exhausted and frustrated. Sarah found it increasingly difficult to focus. Her confidence dwindled, and for a time, she felt as if she were losing her grip on what brought her joy in her work. It wasn't until she took a step back to evaluate her mental state that she realized the root of her challenges, her lack of awareness surrounding her thoughts and intentions. Awakening awareness is more than just a catchphrase. It is a life-altering shift in perspective. In a world filled with distractions, honing this awareness is essential to achieving mental clarity. Many individuals like Sarah rush through life on autopilot, unaware of the thoughts shaping their behaviors. Clarity doesn't just magically appear. It requires intention and understanding to break through the fog that clouds our minds. By clearly defining our thoughts, we open pathways to making more empowered choices, leading to a more fulfilling reality. When you are aware of your thought patterns, you can begin to identify what serves you and what detracts from your peace and progress. Picture yourself standing at a crossroad with various paths representing the multitude of thoughts you might encounter daily. Some paths may lead to anxiety or self-doubt, while others may guide you toward confidence and positive action. Developing awareness allows you to consciously choose which paths to take. It's all about learning to observe your mental landscape without judgment, so you can navigate it with purpose. Awareness is a skill that can be nurtured, and starting this journey begins with simple practices. After all, it is essential to create a practice that fits your lifestyle and resonates with you personally. Infuse moments of reflection into your day, whether through journaling, mindful breathing, or even taking a nature walk. During these moments, ask yourself what thoughts occupy your mind and how they affect your emotions and decisions. Without this mindful approach, people often find themselves stuck in cycles of negative thinking, transforming everyday stressors into overwhelming challenges. Initially, this development of awareness may feel daunting. You might encounter thoughts that evoke discomfort or reveal habits you wish to change. However, it is essential to approach these insights with empathy toward yourself. Awakening awareness is a journey, not a race. It is an invitation to explore the depths of your mind without fear. Remember, embracing this exploration will illuminate the areas of your life that contribute to mental clarity and those that necessitate change. With time and practice, you can pave the way to a more conscious and empowered way of living. To begin addressing the challenge of mental clutter and achieving clarity, the solution lies in the practice of mindful awareness. Mindfulness is a powerful tool that encourages you to stay present in the moment, observing your thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them. This practice works because it shifts your focus from the myriad mental distractions to what is occurring in the present moment, thus loosening the grip of your racing mind. Research has shown that mindfulness can significantly reduce stress, improve focus, and enhance emotional regulation, allowing individuals to respond to situations with clarity rather than reactivity. At its core, mindfulness encourages you to cultivate awareness of your thoughts as they arise, enabling you to recognize patterns that may no longer serve you. For instance, when feelings of anxiety arise, instead of pushing them aside or spiraling further into them, a mindful approach invites you to acknowledge those feelings. You might ask yourself, what triggered this anxiety? Or what thoughts are fueling this response? This inquiry leads to greater understanding, providing clarity on why certain thoughts occupy your mind and how they interact with your emotions and actions. In practical terms, implementing a mindfulness practice does not require monumental changes to your lifestyle. Start with small actions, such as setting aside 5 minutes each day to sit in silence and focus on your breath. As thoughts occur, gently observe them without judgment, then guide your attention back to your breath. This simple ritual of engagement and detachment develops the ability to recognize when your mind is wandering, which is a foundational step toward gaining clarity. Numerous studies highlight the benefits of even short periods of mindfulness practice, including improved concentration, a lower incidence of depression, and enhanced emotional resilience. Moreover, bringing mindfulness into your daily activities can further reinforce this journey. For example, during routine tasks such as washing dishes or walking, focus on the sensations and experiences involved. Feel the warmth of the water, notice the sounds around you, and fully commit to the present moment. By weaving mindfulness into various facets of your life, you create a tapestry of awareness that helps you become more attuned to your thoughts and emotions throughout the day. This expanded awareness contributes significantly to mental clarity by allowing you to see beyond automated reactions, fostering more informed choices. The benefits of cultivating mindfulness also extend to enhancing your problem-solving abilities. When your mind is calm and focused, you can approach challenges with a clearer perspective. Rather than being overwhelmed by a sense of urgency or confusion, you can assess situations more logically and creatively. It enables you to see the bigger picture, allowing you to find viable solutions instead of getting paralyzed by complexity. In essence, becoming more aware of your thoughts through mindfulness is not just a technique, it is a pathway toward transformation. By creating this mental space in your life, you pave the way for clarity, enabling you to understand yourself on a deeper level. The clarity gained from this practice is invaluable. It allows you to make choices aligned with your core values and intentions. As you cultivate this awareness, you begin to realize that the tireless chatter of your mind is simply a backdrop, and that beneath it lies a profound sense of peace and clarity waiting to be unveiled. This practice sets the stage for meaningful growth in all aspects of your life, guiding you toward a more conscious, engaged, and fulfilling existence. By embracing mindfulness awareness, you will encounter a range of positive outcomes that significantly enhance your life. One of the most profound benefits is the development of mental clarity, allowing you to make decisions grounded in intention rather than impulse. This clarity leads to improved emotional stability, enabling you to navigate stressors with a level head. As you cultivate this mindfulness practice, you will notice enhanced focus, greater creativity, and the ability to foster deeper connections with those around you, since you will be more present in your interactions. Implementing this practice into your daily life can seem daunting at first, but breaking it down into actionable steps makes it manageable and achievable. Start by setting aside a specific time each day, maybe in the morning before the day begins, or in the evening as a way to unwind. Consider incorporating short mindfulness exercises that work for you, such as following your breath for a few minutes or engaging in a body scan, where you mentally note how each part of your body feels. You could also keep a mindfulness journal where you jot down your observations about your thoughts and feelings each day. This will not only reinforce your practice, but will also help you track your growth over time. As you continue developing this new habit, introduce mindfulness into various aspects of your life. In personal growth, attempt to approach self-reflection sessions with curiosity rather than criticism. Instead of judging yourself harshly, observe and analyze your thoughts with empathy. In relationships, practice mindful listening, When a friend shares their thoughts, focus entirely on their words and feelings, setting aside your responses until they have concluded. In work or study environments, implement mindful breaks. Take a moment to close your eyes, breathe deeply, and ground yourself before returning to your tasks. Notice how this small act can rejuvenate your focus and diminish feelings of overwhelm. It is also important to remind yourself that adopting mindfulness is a journey marked by incremental changes rather than immediate transformation. Celebrate each small win and acknowledge your efforts, regardless of how minor they may seem. Consistency over time is the key to notable growth. Every small step contributes to your overall progress. Remember, even on challenging days, you hold the power to take a moment for self-awareness and reflection. As you become more committed to this practice, reframe challenges as opportunities to deepen your mindfulness journey. For instance, if you confront stressful situations at work, view it as a moment to practice grounding techniques and observe how your mind processes stress. Acknowledge these challenges as avenues for exploration rather than obstacles. In our next chapter, we will explore how to reframe thoughts to unlock your innate potential. You will discover powerful techniques to reshape limiting beliefs and foster a growth mindset that empowers you to navigate life's hurdles with confidence. As you embark on this journey, remember, progress is a tapestry woven with strands of effort, patience, and compassion toward yourself. Let's cultivate this journey together by staying connected. We encourage you to engage with the Awaken Vision channel, like, comment on your insights, and share how this book is enriching your journey. Together, let's awaken the potential that lies within us all. Chapter 2: Reframe Thoughts to Unlock Growth. Have you ever caught yourself in a cycle of negative thinking that leaves you feeling stuck and overwhelmed? This cycle, often born from limiting beliefs and automatic negative thoughts, can serve as a significant barrier to your personal growth. Understanding this challenge is essential because it allows you to shift your perspective and create the mindsets necessary to flourish in every aspect of your life. The thoughts you entertain can shape your experiences, affecting how you perceive challenges, opportunities, and your self-worth. A poignant example of this struggle can be found in the story of Jake, a college student who found himself facing mounting pressures as he juggled academics, part-time work, and social commitments. Whenever he encountered a setback, be it a poor performance on a test or a disagreement with friends, Jake would spiral into self-doubt. His internal dialogue was filled with harsh judgments, telling himself he was not smart enough or that he wasn't deserving of friendship. Each challenge compounded his feelings of inadequacy, and rather than growing from these experiences, he began to shy away from opportunities, believing he would only face failure. Jake's story is a familiar one, echoing the struggles of many who face the encroaching shadows of negative self-talk. The crux of the problem lies in how our minds can become trapped in a rigid framework, governed by fear and self-criticism. Understanding the impact of your thought patterns is vital because it empowers you to take control of your narrative. By identifying and reframing these limiting beliefs, you can transform challenges into stepping stones for personal and professional growth. The process of reframing begins with awareness of the dialogue happening within your mind. Many people, like Jake, may not even realize how toxic their internal conversations have become. They may view setbacks as definitive failures rather than opportunities for learning and development. This unhealthy pattern not only undermines self-esteem, but also stunts potential and limits life experiences. Recognizing these negative thoughts is the first step toward change, but awareness alone isn't sufficient. To cultivate growth, you must actively challenge and reframe those thoughts into more constructive ones. For instance, if Jake had paused to observe his reaction to a poor grade and reframed it into a learning opportunity, recognizing the specific areas he could improve on, he would have shifted the narrative from defeat to empowerment. Embracing this reframing process doesn't require elaborate strategies. It begins with simple questions to yourself. Ask, what evidence supports this belief? Or, how would I advise a friend facing a similar situation? This gentle form of self-inquiry can foster healthier, more palliative thought patterns. As you practice reframing, it's essential to approach this journey with kindness and compassion toward yourself. You are not eliminating negative thoughts, but rather providing a space to understand their roots and intentionally guide your mind in a more positive direction. Like any new skill, reframing takes practice and patience, but the transformation it brings is transformative and empowering. In embracing this approach, you invite genuine growth into your life by allowing yourself the grace to learn and evolve through every experience. It is through these reframed perspectives that you begin to cultivate resilience, a key element necessary for unlocking your fullest potential. With this groundwork laid, you are now poised to open the door to deeper exploration of reframing, discovering how to pave the way for lasting growth in the next section of this chapter. As we delve deeper into the solution of reframing negative thoughts, it's crucial to understand that this process serves as a powerful antidote to the impact of limiting beliefs. By intentionally shifting the narrative within your mind, you enable yourself to perceive situations differently, which can fundamentally alter your emotional responses and behaviors. This solution works because it aligns your thoughts with a more constructive reality and allows you to envision paths for growth instead of dwelling on missteps. At its core, reframing involves actively recognizing negative thoughts as they arise and replacing them with more encouraging and empowering alternatives. This approach is not merely about positive thinking, it is about cultivating a more balanced perspective. Research in psychology indicates that cognitive restructuring, a technique closely related to reframing, can significantly reduce feelings of anxiety and depression by changing thought patterns. Studies have shown that individuals who practice reframing develop greater emotional resilience, allowing them to respond more effectively to future challenges rather than being trapped in cycles of negativity. Implementing reframing in your daily life can begin with one simple practice: the thought substitution exercise. This method encourages you first to identify a negative thought and gently challenge its validity. For example, let's consider you face a tough situation at work where your efforts were not recognized. Instead of succumbing to the belief that you are unworthy or incapable, pause and ask yourself two fundamental questions. Is this thought really true? And what alternative perspective could exist? Perhaps the manager was overwhelmed or the feedback process had external factors you weren't privy to. By exploring these alternatives, you open your mind to different explanations that are less harsh and more constructive. Another effective strategy involves journaling your thoughts. Dedicate a space in your journal for both negative and reframed thoughts. Writing out what you're feeling is an excellent way to gain clarity, while also allowing you to visualize the contrast between negative narratives and their healthier counterparts. Reflecting on this contrast reinforces the benefits of reframing and, over time, forms new cognitive pathways within your brain, making positivity your default mode. The advantages of employing this reframing strategy are profound. First, it nurtures a sense of empowerment. Rather than feeling victimized by circumstances, you shift into a proactive role in your life. Secondly, reframing fosters resilience. As you practice this skill consistently, you adapt better to life's unpredictability while fostering an increased sense of control over your internal dialogue. Moreover, individuals who engage in cognitive restructuring often experience improved relationships since they are less likely to react defensively or impulsively when faced with setbacks. In conclusion, reframing your thoughts holds the potential not only to enhance your personal growth, but also to create a ripple effect in your relationships and professional endeavors. By challenging those automatic negative thoughts and providing them with constructive alternatives, you enable yourself to respond to obstacles with decisiveness and clarity. The practice of reframing is within your reach, and it starts with conscious effort, self-compassion, and a willingness to see life through a lens of growth rather than limitation. As this chapter wraps up, I invite you to reflect on how reframing can affect your everyday experiences. Take a moment to consider some recent challenges and think about potential reframes you could apply. In the next chapter, we will explore how embracing stillness can help you access your inner truth and further enhance the skills you are developing. As you continue this journey, remember that change is a gradual process, and your commitment to personal growth will steadily illuminate your path forward. Adopting the practice of reframing thoughts brings a multitude of positive outcomes that can significantly alter the landscape of your life. First and foremost, it enhances mental well-being by reducing anxiety and fostering a more optimistic outlook. When you learn to view challenges through a more constructive lens, setbacks transform into stepping stones for personal growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. This shift cultivates a mindset where mistakes are embraced as opportunities for learning, encouraging continuous improvement in both personal and professional realms. Furthermore, reframing empowers you to better manage your emotions and reactions. As you develop this skill, you will find that you respond to stressors with more resilience and clarity. For instance, consider a scenario at work where you didn't receive a desired promotion. Instead of falling into a spiral of self-doubt, reframing allows you to view this situation as an opportunity for reflection on areas for improvement and skill development. This leads not only to personal growth, but can also motivate you to seek further opportunities that align with your aspirations. Implementing this valuable practice into your daily life can be both simple and impactful. Start by dedicating a few minutes each morning to set the intention of identifying at least one negative thought during the day. Before engaging with that thought, pause and ask yourself critical questions. What evidence supports this belief? And what alternative thoughts could I entertain? This brief moment of self-inquiry opens the door to reframing and encourages proactive rather than reactive thinking. Practical examples of reframing can be woven into real-life situations. For instance, in your personal life, when conflict arises in a friendship, instead of blaming the other person, use reframing to view the situation as a chance to strengthen mutual understanding through open dialogue. In academic settings, students can utilize reframing by recognizing that a poor grade does not define their intelligence, but rather reflects an opportunity to shift study techniques for more effective learning next time. Likewise, in the workplace, facing criticism can become a constructive pathway for professional development. The focus moves from personal inadequacy to an exploration of growth areas that could enhance your abilities and contributions. As you begin to actively engage in these reframing practices, it is essential to celebrate your progress along the way, no matter how small it may seem. Remember that each time you shift your perspective, you are reinforcing new mental pathways that cultivate resilience and empowerment. Reflect regularly on your experiences and jot down the instances where reframing has made a difference in your day. This practice not only highlights your growth, but also motivates you to maintain consistency in your efforts. As we conclude this chapter, I encourage you to embrace the journey of reframing negativity into growth opportunities actively. Take those small, manageable steps every day, knowing that progress is cumulative and deeply rewarding. In the upcoming chapter, we will dive into the practice of finding stillness and uncovering the inner truths that can guide your growth journey. Prepare to explore the profound impact of tranquility on your ability to connect with your authentic self. I invite you to stay engaged with the Awaken Vision channel, like the video, and share your thoughts or suggestions. We are creating a vibrant community of growth-minded individuals focused on collective improvement. Together, let's continue awakening our potential. Chapter 3. Embrace stillness. Find inner truth. In our fast-paced, hyper-connected world, the incessant noise can often drown out the whispers of our inner truth. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by a barrage of thoughts and distractions, leaving you unable to hear your own voice? This common challenge highlights the importance of embracing stillness as a means of accessing clarity and understanding. Recognizing this struggle is vital because, without moments of calm reflection, we can easily drift away from our authentic selves, losing sight of our values, desires, and intentions amid the chaos of daily life. Take, for instance, the story of Emma, a working mother balancing the demands of her job, family, and social commitments. Like many, she found herself caught in a whirlwind of responsibilities. The louder her environment became, the more disconnected she felt. In the midst of hectic mornings and endless to-do lists, Emma often skipped self-care and reflective practices. Pushing her needs and feelings aside, she masked her exhaustion with constant activity. It wasn't until she experienced a significant moment of burnout that she paused to confront the silence she had been avoiding. This pivotal moment illuminated the necessity of stillness in revealing her true needs and desires, a truth she had been neglecting for far too long. Emma's experience resonates with countless others who find themselves trapped in the cycle of busyness, sacrificing their sense of self in the name of productivity. Understanding the importance of stillness is vital. By creating a space for quiet reflection, you empower yourself to listen to your deeper emotions and desires, illuminating the path toward personal clarity and authenticity. In return, this practice fosters well-being and reinforces resilience, enabling you to detach from the additional noise and currents of the world that demand your attention. To cultivate the habit of embracing stillness, one must first commit to carving out dedicated moments in their daily routine. Initially, this might feel uncomfortable. Many people associate silence with a sense of vulnerability, fearing what they might encounter within themselves. Yet, it is precisely within this vulnerability that strength is found. The act of simply being present with your own thoughts opens a gateway through which profound insights and self-discovery flow. By setting aside just 5 to 10 minutes each day to sit in silence, whether through meditation, journaling, or mindful breathing, you allow yourself to explore the layers within. Consider choosing a calm, quiet space and focus on your breath as you close your eyes. Simply observe your thoughts as they arise without judgment or the need to alter them. Witnessing your thoughts will illuminate your patterns, emotions, and values. For Emma, this practice of stillness became a mirror reflecting her true self back to her. She began to identify her genuine aspirations, such as pursuing her passion for painting and spending more quality time with her children, rather than merely fulfilling societal expectations. The transformative effects of embracing stillness can ripple into various aspects of your life. It enhances your decision-making skills, enriches your creativity, and nurtures your relationships. By dedicating time to listen to your inner voice, you gain clarity about your priorities and intentions, allowing you to engage in life with authenticity and purpose. Ultimately, the act of embracing stillness is an empowering journey that encourages self-exploration and self-acceptance. In a world that often shouts for your attention, carving out space for quiet reflection is among the most rebellious and impactful choices you can make. Emphasizing this radical concept invites you to reconnect with the essence of who you truly are and what you genuinely aspire to be. You possess a wealth of inner wisdom just waiting to be revealed. Let stillness be the pathway to uncovering that truth. Embracing stillness works as a transformative solution to navigate the overwhelming noise of life, enabling you to connect with your inner truth and foster genuine clarity. The power of stillness lies in its ability to create a reflective space where you can observe and engage with your thoughts and emotions instead of becoming entangled in them. By slowing down and pausing to breathe, you allow your mind to settle, creating a fertile ground for self-awareness to flourish. This practice is essential because it disrupts the incessant rush of modern life, which can otherwise drown out your authentic voice. Research has demonstrated that regular mindfulness and meditation practices can leverage the effects of stillness in beneficial ways. Studies indicate that mindfulness can enhance emotional regulation, reduce anxiety, and improve focus. The brain's neural pathways adapt with consistent practice, creating increased connectivity in areas associated with attention and self-awareness. By giving your mind the gift of quietude, you enhance your cognitive functions while fostering a greater connection to your inner self. This newfound connection provides valuable insights into your values, goals, and the steps necessary to achieve them. In practical terms, traversing the realm of stillness involves a series of actionable steps that you can easily incorporate into your daily routine. Begin with dedicating a few moments each day solely for the purpose of reflection and quiet contemplation. You might start by finding a comfortable space, sitting or lying down, and taking a few deep, cleansing breaths. Set a timer for 5 minutes at first, gradually increasing the duration as you become comfortable with the practice. This initial period allows your mind to settle, moving your focus away from your external thoughts and redirecting it inward. During your time of stillness, listen closely to the subtle messages your mind conveys. It's common for thoughts and feelings to arise during this practice. Don't judge them. Simply acknowledge their presence as part of your inner landscape. You may find emotional sensations and memories cropping up as you navigate this newfound territory. Embrace them, as these reflections are vital to your journey of self-discovery. Writing down observations in a journal afterwards can help solidify the insights you gain, serving as both a record of progress and a reference for future reflections. The benefits of cultivating stillness extend far beyond the confines of your quiet moments. As you practice, you'll begin to notice a shift in your everyday experiences. Whether it's honing in on your pressure cooker emotions at work, letting go of judgments in personal relationships, or creatively tackling challenges in your studies, the clarity gained from moments of stillness will enable you to respond with new insight and intention. Thus, the time you invest in silence and reflection pays dividends, offering clarity and wisdom that permeates all aspects of your life. In closing, recognizing the immense power of stillness can inspire significant changes in how you navigate your daily experiences. It sets the stage for profound self-discovery and creates opportunities for growth that can alter your course for the better. Remember, as you embark upon this practice, that the journey of finding inner truth is gradual and personal. Committing to moments of stillness is entirely achievable with consistent effort, support, and self-compassion. As we transition into the next chapter, we will discuss aligning your intentions with daily actions so that the clarity you gain through stillness translates into a more authentic life. Embrace this journey with curiosity. The path of growth is filled with possibilities. Don't forget to engage with the Awaken Vision community. The insights and reflections you share enrich our collective experience as we explore the depths of personal evolution together. Embracing stillness as a regular practice presents a wealth of positive outcomes that significantly enrich your life. First and foremost, it fosters profound self-awareness, allowing you to better understand your emotions, thoughts, and values. This newly discovered clarity enables you to make more intentional choices that align with your authentic self, leading to greater satisfaction in both personal and professional realms. The habit of setting aside quiet moments also contributes to improved mental health, reducing stress and anxiety levels as you create a safe space for reflection and healing. Over time, you may notice enhanced creativity and problem-solving abilities, as stillness provides a fertile ground for new ideas and perspectives to arise. Implementing this practice into your daily routine can be simplified into clear, actionable steps. Begin by designating a specific time each day for your stillness practice, akin to scheduling an important meeting. It could be the first thing in the morning, when the world is quiet, or in the evening to wind down. Aim for 5 to 10 minutes to start, gradually increasing the duration as you become more comfortable. Establishing a consistent time will signal your mind to prepare for this reflective practice. Select a peaceful location where you feel safe and secure, ensuring you will not be disturbed. Once settled, focus on your breath. Take long, deep, and calming breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling gently through your mouth. Allow your mind to drift away from intrusive thoughts, bringing your attention back to your breath whenever distractions arise. To assist with this process, consider employing visualization techniques. Picture your thoughts as leaves floating down a stream, observing them without attachment. Journaling afterwards can also reinforce your insights. Write down any thoughts, feelings, or images that surface during your stillness practice. This helps solidify your experience, making it easier to track your evolution over time. Practical examples of how to weave stillness into your everyday life abound. For instance, in your personal growth journey, take a few moments of quiet reflection when faced with a challenging emotional situation, allowing space for processing before reacting. In relationships, regular stillness can foster the patience necessary to listen more actively, encouraging deeper connections with friends and family. At work, tapping into moments of stillness can clarify your priorities during busy days. When faced with a daunting project, a brief pause can ignite creativity and solutions where stress once prevailed. For students, setting aside moments of quiet can transform frantic studying into effective learning sessions, embedding information more deeply while reducing burnout. As you embark on this transformative journey, remember that small, consistent steps yield incredible results over time. Embracing stillness is achievable, and every effort brings you closer to your authentic self. Acknowledge your progress, whether big or small, as a vital part of your growth. Each moment of reflection and insight builds a foundation that empowers your decisions, enriches your life, and fosters resilience. As we transition into the next chapter, prepare to explore the connection between aligning your intentions with daily actions. This chapter will offer you tools to ensure your everyday behavior mirrors your authentic self and aspirations. Stay engaged with the Awaken Vision community. Your experiences and reflections offer valuable insights, so like the video, leave a comment on your journey, and share your suggestions. Together, let us continue to awaken our potential, allowing growth to flourish in every aspect of life. Chapter 4. Align intentions with daily actions. In the pursuit of personal growth and fulfillment, one of the most significant challenges many face is the disconnect between their intentions and their daily actions. Have you ever set a meaningful intention, perhaps to be more patient, to prioritize your health, or to nurture your relationships, only to find that everyday distractions and obligations cause you to stray off course? This common struggle often leads to frustration and feelings of inadequacy, making it essential to recognize how this disconnect can impact your overall sense of well-being. Understanding the importance of aligning your intentions with your actions is vital, as it empowers you to live a more authentic and fulfilling life. Imagine the story of Tom, who embarked on the journey of self-improvement after feeling unfulfilled in both his career and relationships. With a sincere intention to cultivate a healthier lifestyle, he eagerly set goals to exercise regularly and eat better. However, as days turned into weeks, life became increasingly hectic. Work demands piled up, social commitments beckoned, and before he knew it, his intentions were sidelined by the daily grind. Tom often found himself reaching for convenient fast food rather than preparing healthy meals or opting out of exercise in favor of a night of binge-watching television. This dissonance between his intentions and actions not only frustrated him, but also deepened his feelings of guilt and dissatisfaction. Tom's experience is a familiar narrative for many, illustrating how external pressures and internal distractions can derail even the best intentions. Recognizing this dissonance is crucial because it reveals insight into what may be holding you back from living in alignment with your values and desires. When your actions don't reflect your intentions, it creates a sense of inner conflict and discontent, fostering feelings of self-doubt and disengagement from our personal aspirations. To combat this disconnect, it becomes essential to actively align your intentions with daily actions. Achieving this harmonious relationship does not require immense shifts overnight. Rather, it starts with practical steps, grounded in self-awareness and commitment. Begin by identifying your core intentions and asking yourself the simple question, what truly matters to me? This inquiry could range from focusing on health, fostering community, or enhancing creativity. Once you have clarity on your intentions, the next step is breaking them down into tangible actions that can be seamlessly woven into your daily routine. Tom, for instance, realized he needed to translate his health intentions into actionable steps. Instead of aiming for an hour of exercise each day, he began by committing to just 15 minutes. He planned his meals for the week ahead, setting aside time on Sunday to prepare healthy snacks and dinners. By creating a manageable plan, he was able to stay accountable and ensure each day reflected his desire to nurture a healthier lifestyle. These small yet intentional changes laid the groundwork for greater improvements over time. It's essential to remember that alignment is a continuous process, requiring consistent reflection and readjustment. As challenges arise, you may need to recalibrate your goals and the actions that support them. Embrace this dynamic nature of aligning your intentions and actions. Every step forward counts, no matter how small. By taking the time to honor your intentions through deliberate action, you set yourself on a path towards a more fulfilling life experience, one characterized by authenticity and purpose. Acknowledging the gap between intention and action can be uncomfortable, yet it invites the opportunity for growth and self-discovery. By taking this approach, you pave the way for a more empowered and intentional existence, ensuring that each day you move closer to the life you truly desire. As we move into the second half of this chapter, we will explore actionable strategies to further integrate this alignment into all aspects of your life, fostering a greater sense of purpose and satisfaction. Aligning your intentions with daily actions is a powerful solution that addresses the issue of disconnection many individuals experience between their aspirations and reality. This process encourages mindfulness and intentionality in how you live each day, creating a more harmonious existence. The fundamental principle here is that when your actions reflect your true goals and values, it fosters a sense of authenticity and fulfillment. This method works because it holds you accountable to your intentions, transforming vague aspirations into concrete behaviors that move you closer to your desired outcomes. Studies in psychology have consistently shown the positive impact of intentional living on overall well-being. Research indicates that individuals who set specific goals and align their daily actions with those goals experience heightened motivation and satisfaction. When there is congruence between what you want and what you do, it feeds into an increased sense of purpose, which can enhance not only emotional resilience but also promote mental health and well-being. Therefore, making a conscious effort to align intentions with actions is not just a nice idea. It is a scientifically backed strategy that yields tangible benefits. Implementing this approach begins with specific, actionable steps you can take to foster alignment every day. Start by maintaining a gratitude or intentions journal, where you can outline your core intentions. This not only makes your intentions visible, but also anchors them in your daily consciousness. Each morning, take a few minutes to review your intentions and think about how you can translate them into actions throughout the day. For instance, if your intention is to cultivate healthier relationships, identify at least one action you can take that day, such as reaching out to an old friend or having a meaningful conversation with a family member. Writing these intentions down acts as a reminder, assisting you in staying focused on what truly matters to you. Practical examples can illustrate how this alignment works in real life. Consider Sarah, the university student who set the intention of excelling academically while balancing her social life. Rather than immersing herself in last-minute cramming, she began breaking her coursework into smaller, manageable parts. Every Saturday, she dedicated time to review notes and organize study materials, ensuring deliberate time spent fostering her goals. By doing this, Sarah aligned her study habits with her intention, allowing her to feel more competent and reduce anxiety around exams. She also ensured to schedule moments for social interactions, fulfilling her desire for a balanced life. The benefits of this aligned approach are significant. By aligning your daily actions with your intentions, you cultivate a deeper sense of self-trust and accountability. Over time, this builds confidence as you witness your capacity to turn intentions into tangible achievements. As you take consistent steps toward your goals, you may also find yourself more resilient in the face of setbacks. Challenges become opportunities for growth, as your intentions act as a compass during difficult times. Ultimately, embracing the practice of aligning intentions with actions is empowering. It invites you to live each day with clarity and purpose, shaping your life according to your values and aspirations. Know that this transformation occurs gradually, with each intentional step you take contributing to your overall journey. No action is too small. Even minor shifts can accumulate into substantial change. As this chapter concludes, prepare to explore how cultivating resilience through mindful choices can further cement your foundations of intentional living. Resilience is an essential element that supports your alignment efforts, ensuring you remain steadfast in your pursuits even amidst challenges. Stay connected with the Awaken Vision community, share your experiences, and don't hesitate to like the video or comment with insights from your journey. Together, we can encourage one another as we navigate the path of personal growth and authenticity. Adopting the habit of aligning your intentions with daily actions leads to a wealth of positive outcomes that significantly enhance your personal and professional life. First and foremost, this practice fosters a greater sense of purpose and fulfillment. When your actions resonate with your intentions, you naturally cultivate motivation and clarity, making it easier to navigate challenges and embrace opportunities as they arise. This alignment reduces the internal conflict that many people face, feeling pulled in various directions by societal expectations or external pressures, thus leading to improved emotional well-being and overall satisfaction in life. To implement this valuable practice effectively, begin by defining your core intentions. Spend some time reflecting on what is most important to you, whether in your personal life, career, or relationships. Write these intentions down and keep them somewhere visible, perhaps on your desk or as the backdrop on your phone. This constant reminder will anchor you amidst the distractions of daily life. Each day, dedicate a short period, such as a morning routine or evening reflection, to assess how your actions align with these intentions. Use this time to plan out intentional actions that correlate with your goals. For example, if your intention is to nurture your mental health, look for actionable steps that support this aspiration. This might involve scheduling daily moments of self-care, even if it's as simple as taking a few minutes to meditate or journal. Similarly, if your intention revolves around improving your professional skills, commit to a consistent practice, like setting aside 15 minutes each day to read insightful articles or take an online course. By carving out these bite-sized increments of time dedicated to your goals, you empower yourself to steadily advance without becoming overwhelmed. Practical examples of this solution can be observed in various life scenarios. Take Kevin, for instance, a middle manager who aspired to foster a collaborative work environment. Initially grappling with the demands of his position, he recognized a gap between his intention to encourage teamwork and the reality of his daily practices that inadvertently encouraged competition. To create alignment, Kevin began scheduling weekly team-building exercises focused on communication and collaboration, and set clear expectations that he would prioritize collective achievements over individual successes. In personal relationships, practicing alignment can manifest in meaningful gestures. For Sarah, who valued connection with her friends but often got caught up in life's rush, she decided to set intentional times to reach out to her friends. Rather than neglecting her intentions, she created a calendar reminder for weekly catch-ups, ensuring her actions reflected her desire for strong relationships. The key takeaway here is that creating this alignment is a continual process that requires patience and reflection. Every small effort counts, and celebrating these incremental changes can boost your motivation to sustain the habit. Embrace obstacles as opportunities for growth. The moments when you stumble are crucial for learning how to refine your journey. As you weave intention into your actions, you build a foundation for resilience, allowing you to venture forward with confidence. This journey toward aligning your intentions with your daily actions is both achievable and profoundly rewarding. Step by step, you will find that even the smallest adjustments can lead to significant transformations in your life. Looking ahead to the next chapter, we will focus on cultivating resilience through mindful choices. This exploration will equip you with the tools and understanding needed to bolster your ability to adapt and thrive in the face of challenges. Connecting deeper with your intentions will make these resilient choices even more impactful. I invite you to remain engaged with the Awaken Vision community. Share your thoughts, experiences, and any suggestions you may have to enrich our collective journey toward growth and fulfillment. By supporting one another, we strengthen our paths and awaken our true potential together. Chapter 5. Cultivate resilience through mindful choices. In today's fast-paced world, one of the most pressing challenges we face is navigating adversity while maintaining our mental and emotional well-being. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by unexpected setbacks, whether in your personal life or work? This common experience reflects the struggle many people encounter when confronted with difficulty, and understanding this challenge is crucial. Resilience, the ability to adapt and rebound from setbacks, plays a fundamental role in how we respond to challenges. By cultivating resilience through mindful choices, you can equip yourself with the tools to face life's unpredictability with strength and confidence. Consider the story of Melissa, a small business owner who poured her heart and soul into her cafe. After years of hard work, she faced an unexpected challenge: a sudden economic downturn that led to declining sales. Initially, Melissa felt defeated. The weight of uncertainty loomed over her, and she found herself sinking into anxiety and self-doubt, questioning whether her dreams were out of reach. The situation mirrored the experiences of countless others who find the roadblocks of life threatening their hopes and aspirations. However, at this critical juncture, Melissa realized that she had a choice. She could either succumb to despair or adopt a mindset of resilience. Understanding the importance of resilience goes beyond merely bouncing back from setbacks. It enables us to learn and grow through adversity, leading to a deeper understanding of ourselves and our capabilities. When challenges arise, cultivating resilience fosters emotional stability and equips us with a clearer perspective on possible solutions. It transforms obstacles into opportunities for growth, inviting you to explore new avenues you may not have considered otherwise. Through mindful choices, we strengthen our ability to navigate uncharted territory, propelling ourselves forward with renewed confidence and purpose. To cultivate resilience mindfully, start by practicing self-awareness. This involves acknowledging your emotions and responses to difficult situations without judgment. For instance, when faced with stress, be willing to identify what triggered your feelings and how they impact your mindset. This practice helps you recognize patterns in your thoughts and reactions, allowing you to approach challenges more intentionally and constructively. Once you develop self-awareness, the next step is to harness mindful decision-making. This process entails evaluating options thoughtfully, particularly during overwhelming moments when your emotions may cloud your judgment. Seek to understand the potential consequences of your choices. For instance, in Melissa's case, rather than resorting to hasty measures like cutting staff or raising prices, she took a step back to consider alternative strategies. By reaching out to loyal customers for feedback and brainstorming innovative marketing ideas, she transformed her initial despair into an opportunity for growth. Moreover, cultivating resilience requires the establishment of healthy coping strategies. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation or controlled breathing, can foster emotional regulation when life feels particularly challenging. By incorporating these techniques into your daily routine, you prime yourself to respond thoughtfully, rather than react impulsively when faced with adversity. Resilience is not an inherent trait confined to a select few. It is a skill that anyone can cultivate. Empathy is vital in this journey, allowing you to understand and share the experiences of others while realizing that many are navigating their own challenges. When you embrace the stories of those around you, you find inspiration in their journeys and learn that adversity can lead to extraordinary growth. As you embark on your journey to cultivate resilience through mindful choices, remember that the road may include bumps along the way. It takes consistent effort and a willingness to explore new perspectives. Every small effort you make shapes your capacity for resilience, reinforcing the belief that you are capable of overcoming obstacles and emerging stronger on the other side. In the second half of this chapter, we will explore practical strategies for making mindful choices that bolster your resilience. You'll discover how building supportive environments and relationships can further aid you in this transformative journey. Together, let's unlock the power of resilience and learn how to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and strength. Cultivating resilience through mindful choices involves implementing practical strategies that empower you to navigate life's inevitable challenges with confidence and hope. One effective solution is to establish a proactive mindset centered on self-compassion and adaptability. This approach works to address feelings of overwhelm or defeat, typically experienced during adversity, allowing you to approach difficulties with a constructive attitude. Understanding how to respond to challenges while maintaining a mindset focused on growth is key to developing resilience. Research in psychology indicates that individuals who cultivate self-compassion, who treat themselves with kindness in the face of failure, tend to possess greater emotional resilience. When you practice self-compassion, you create a nurturing inner dialogue that encourages you when faced with setbacks, rather than diminishing your spirit. This practice is crucial since negative self-talk often exacerbates feelings of inadequacy and helplessness. By choosing to speak kindly to yourself during tough times, you open the door to a more supportive mental environment that fosters resilience. Implementing this solution begins with awareness of your inner dialogue. Every time you face setbacks, become attuned to the thoughts that emerge in those moments. You might catch yourself saying, "I'm such a failure," or "I can't do this." Instead of accepting these judgments, pause and rephrase those thoughts with a more compassionate approach. For instance, remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes, and that each failure carries lessons. This shift in perspective reinforces the understanding that challenges are part of the growth process. Practical strategies to foster resilience also include developing a robust support network. Surrounding yourself with encouraging individuals who understand your journey can make a profound difference during challenging times. When discussing troubles with trusted friends or family members, you tap into perspectives that may lead to fresh insights and alternatives you hadn't considered. Research supports that having strong social connections promotes resilience by easing stress and encouraging emotional expression. Invest time in nurturing these relationships. They will serve as pillars of strength when faced with adversity. Additionally, adopting a growth mindset, this belief that abilities and intelligence can develop through effort and learning, significantly enhances resilience. Individuals with a growth mindset tend to approach challenges as opportunities for development rather than insurmountable obstacles. You can cultivate this mindset by actively seeking feedback and viewing failures as stepping stones to success. Embrace the idea that proficiency grows through practice. Lean into situations that stretch your capabilities, reinforcing that progress comes with involvement and persistence. Another vital component in enhancing resilience is practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness encourages present-moment awareness and emotional regulation, allowing you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively during times of stress. Regular mindfulness practices, such as meditation or journaling, foster clarity and grounding, enabling you to maintain focus amid tumultuous circumstances. Research reveals that mindfulness is linked to reduced anxiety, improved problem-solving skills, and heightened emotional resilience. The combination of these strategies leads to a fortified sense of resilience. By cultivating self-compassion, nurturing supportive relationships, adopting a growth-oriented mindset, and practicing mindfulness, you empower yourself to confront challenges with clarity and strength. This multifaceted approach not only increases your capacity to deal with adversity, but also enriches your overall well-being. As you embark on the journey of building resilience through mindful choices, keep in mind that progress takes time. Embrace the minor setbacks as opportunities to grow. Each step forward is a victory, no matter how small it may seem. Moving into the next chapter, we will delve deeper into sustaining conscious thinking for lasting change, building upon the resilient foundation you are cultivating. Remember to stay engaged with the Awaken Vision community. Share your insights and experiences, and don't hesitate to like the video or comment on your thoughts and suggestions. Together, we encourage one another as we navigate the adventure of personal growth. Cultivating resilience through mindful choices leads to a multitude of positive outcomes, essential for navigating life's complexities. At the heart of this approach is the development of emotional strength that empowers you to face challenges head-on rather than shying away from them. When you adopt mindful practices, you not only enhance your ability to manage stress, but you also foster greater self-awareness and self-efficacy, believing that you can influence your circumstances. This dual benefit creates a cycle of resilience, where you become increasingly adept at handling adversity while discovering and pursuing personal growth. To effectively implement this habit, begin by establishing a daily mindfulness routine. Practicing mindfulness doesn't have to be time-consuming. Even just 5 to 10 minutes each day can be transformative. Start by finding a quiet place where you feel comfortable and undisturbed. Sit or lie down in a relaxed posture, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths. Focus on your breathing. Feel each inhale bringing in calm and clarity, and each exhale releasing tension and stress. When thoughts drift in, and they inevitably will, gently acknowledge them without judgment, then bring your attention back to your breath. This simple exercise can serve as the foundation for greater emotional resilience. As you cultivate this habit, consider incorporating reflective journaling. At the end of each day, take a few moments to jot down your thoughts and feelings regarding the challenges you faced. Consider how you approached these situations and what mindful choices you made. This reflection reinforces your awareness of your thought patterns and behaviors, allowing you to see your progress over time. When you review your entries, you may be amazed at how you've navigated difficulties and grown from each experience. Practical application of resilience techniques can be seen in various aspects of your life. For example, in your personal growth journey, frequent challenges arise, whether learning a new skill or training for a competition. Picture someone like David, who aimed to run his first marathon. As he encountered obstacles throughout his training, good days and painful setbacks alike, he adopted a mindful approach. Whenever he felt frustrated during a difficult run, he would pause for a moment, take deep breaths, and reflect on his motivation for running. His mindful reassessment turned struggles into growth opportunities, allowing him to find joy in the journey rather than solely focusing on the final goal. In the realm of relationships, being resilient allows you to handle conflicts more constructively. Maria, who often found herself prone to irritation in her interactions with friends, decided to embrace mindful communication. When disagreements arose, she began practicing mindfulness by taking deep breaths before responding, allowing space for understanding rather than responding impulsively. This practice not only improved her communication skills but also strengthened her relationships and led to richer, more meaningful connections. Remember that the journey of cultivating resilience is one of gradual transformation. Consistent application of these practices will yield results over time, empowering you to navigate challenges effectively. Keep in mind that progress doesn't always look linear. Each day may bring new lessons, and every small victory counts in building your resilience. When adversity strikes, reflect on your progress and remind yourself of the strengths you possess, trusting that you can overcome any challenge. As we conclude this chapter, moving forward, we will explore how to sustain conscious thinking for lasting change. You will uncover techniques that allow you to maintain the momentum of your resilient mindset while fostering continued personal growth. Stay engaged with the Awaken Vision community. Your stories and insights matter. Like the video, comment on your experiences, and suggest topics for future discussions, enriching our collective pursuit of growth together. Chapter 6. Sustain conscious thinking for lasting change. Have you ever found yourself caught in a cycle of negative thoughts, despite having identified your intentions and committed to personal growth? This common struggle can pose a significant barrier to sustaining change and fully experiencing the life you desire. When thoughts drift into automatic negative patterns, it can feel incredibly challenging to maintain the momentum gained through previous efforts. Understanding this problem is essential because it highlights the need to cultivate conscious thinking actively, ensuring that the progress you make is not just fleeting, but lasting. Consider the journey of Lucy, who had worked hard to implement healthy lifestyle changes after struggling with her self-image for years. Initially, she was excited and energized, feeling empowered by her choices in diet and exercise. However, as time went on and the novelty began to fade, Lucy found herself resorting to old habits, late-night snacking, skipping workouts, and dismissing her self-worth. Each time she slipped back into these negative patterns, she felt an overwhelming sense of defeat, as though her previous progress had vanished overnight. Lucy's story is relatable for many. It reveals how easily the mind can revert to familiar patterns without active confrontation. Recognizing this decline is vital, as it emphasizes the importance of sustaining conscious thought as an ongoing practice rather than a one-time effort. The core of sustaining lasting change lies in the practice of mindfulness and intentionality. By being present and aware of your thoughts, you can effectively challenge negative patterns before they spiral out of control. Developing this awareness helps you make conscious choices aligned with your intentions, reinforcing your personal growth. When you begin to notice self-critical or negative thoughts emerging, their power diminishes. Rather than passively accepting these thoughts, you reclaim the ability to reshape your internal dialogue, transforming it into a more empowering narrative. To delve into conscious thinking, you might start by employing reflection techniques. Set aside dedicated time each day to assess your thoughts and feelings, perhaps through journaling. During this time, allow yourself to explore both positive and negative emotions as they arise. What were your predominant thoughts today? How did they influence your decisions? This practice encourages you to own your experiences, providing insight into your mental landscape while highlighting areas requiring intentional change. Another practical solution involves integrating thought interruptions into your daily life. When you catch yourself engaging in negative self-talk or automatic, destructive narratives, pause and consciously redirect your attention. You might engage in a brief mindfulness exercise, focus on your breath, or even recite an affirmation that challenges the negativity you face. For example, instead of thinking, "I can't believe I messed up again," you might say to yourself, "This is a learning moment. I am growing and it's okay to make mistakes." This acknowledgement shifts your mindset from one of defeat to one of growth. As you implement conscious thinking techniques, personal examples abound that showcase their effectiveness. Think of someone like Raj, who realized his tendency to sabotage himself during opportunities for career advancement due to a lingering belief that he wasn't qualified. By practicing conscious awareness, Raj began to recognize these thoughts as temporary remnants of his past, rather than absolute truths defining his potential. Each time he met with resistance, he made it a habit to actively remind himself of his accomplishments and abilities. Sustaining conscious thinking requires commitment and patience, but the rewards are immeasurable. Every moment spent nurturing a positive inner dialogue and employing mindful strategies guides you toward lasting change. When challenges emerge, using these practices will empower you to respond with resilience rather than despair, setting the tone for a life steeped in personal growth and active engagement. As we continue into the second half of this chapter, we will explore additional strategies that reinforce your journey toward sustaining conscious thinking. These tools will arm you with further understanding and resilience as you deepen your capacity for lasting change. Let's embark on this transformative path together. To sustain conscious thinking for lasting change, one powerful solution is the practice of cognitive restructuring. This technique involves transforming negative thought patterns into positive, constructive beliefs that align with your intentions and aspirations. The process works by encouraging you to challenge and examine your existing beliefs critically. When you become aware of negative self-talk, cognitive restructuring empowers you to replace these thoughts with healthier, more balanced alternatives. This method is effective for several reasons. First, by understanding the origins of your thoughts, you can recognize that many are not factual, but rather the result of previous experiences or ingrained assumptions. When you seek evidence for or against these beliefs, you allow yourself to see them as malleable, rather than permanent. This shift in perspective lays the groundwork for ongoing personal growth. Research has shown that cognitive restructuring can significantly reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression, leading to improved overall mental health. By implementing this approach, you will not only work toward your goals more effectively, but also build a more resilient mindset to face challenges. To practice cognitive restructuring, start by identifying the negative thoughts that arise throughout your day. Maintain a thought journal where you record instances of negative self-talk. Be specific about what you were doing or feeling during those moments. For example, if you think, "I'll never succeed in my career," jot that down along with the situation that triggered that belief. Once you have a collection of these thoughts, challenge each one by asking yourself critical questions. What evidence supports this belief? What evidence contradicts it? Is there a more balanced way to interpret this situation? Taking the time to engage in this reflective process encourages greater self-awareness and opens the door to healthier thought patterns. Consider the example of Ella, who struggled with low self-esteem due to a fear of public speaking. Every time she faced a speaking opportunity, her immediate thought was, "I'm going to fail." Recognizing this pattern, she began to keep a thought journal. During her self-reflection sessions, Ella tracked her anxious thoughts leading up to her presentations. After identifying these negative beliefs, she challenged them by recalling past experiences where she spoke confidently and praised her abilities. As she replaced negative thoughts with affirmations such as "I have valuable ideas to share," her confidence began to grow, and she embarked on a journey of developing her public speaking skills. In addition to cognitive restructuring, incorporating mindfulness meditation can further reinforce conscious thinking. Regular meditation practice calms your mind, allowing for clearer thought patterns. Research indicates that mindfulness helps improve emotional regulation and promotes a balanced perspective on life's ups and downs. Meditation equips you to respond thoughtfully to challenging circumstances, rather than automatically reverting to negative patterns. Another aspect of sustaining conscious thinking involves surrounding yourself with supportive relationships. Engaging with people who inspire and uplift you can positively influence your thought processes. These connections serve as reinforcement for your commitment to positive change, enabling you to maintain your momentum even during difficult times. When you converse with encouraging friends or mentors, you gain fresh perspectives and insights that challenge your negative beliefs. Ultimately, sustaining conscious thinking is not a one-time effort. It is a continuous practice that nurtures your mental landscape. Embracing cognitive restructuring, mindfulness meditation, and supportive relationships will provide a holistic approach to maintaining your progress. Each small step you take builds upon the next, contributing to a life marked by conscious, thriving choices. As we conclude this chapter, we are gearing up to explore how to integrate these practices into your everyday life, creating lasting change that aligns with your true self. Look forward to engaging discussions on tools that assist in sustaining conscious thoughts as part of your living experience. You are not alone on this journey. Remember to stay connected with the Awaken Vision community, sharing insights and reflections as you shape your transformative path. Embracing cognitive restructuring as a cornerstone of sustaining conscious thinking leads to numerous positive outcomes that can significantly impact your life. First, this practice enhances your emotional intelligence by allowing you to recognize and manage your thoughts more effectively. As you learn to challenge negative beliefs, you cultivate a sense of empowerment. This enables you to take control of your life rather than feeling like a passive victim of your circumstances. Beyond emotional benefits, cognitive restructuring encourages resilience. It builds mental fortitude, allowing you to pivot gracefully through challenges and view setbacks as learning experiences rather than insurmountable obstacles. To implement this habit, begin by developing a daily routine that incorporates reflective practices. Start each day or end each day with a brief intentional reflection. Create a space, whether it's designed for journaling or quiet meditation, dedicated solely to this practice. Using your journal, jot down any negative thoughts that recurred during the day. Don't shy away from confronting your emotions, capture them candidly. Once you have your list, dedicate time to analyze each thought. Ask yourself questions like, what evidence supports this thought? And how can I reinterpret this situation? This exercise reinforces the brain's ability to switch from negative thought patterns to healthier alternatives. For instance, let's consider Tanya, a university student who often doubted her academic abilities. Encountering challenging coursework sent her spiraling into a negative self-narrative, convinced she wasn't cut out for success. After implementing cognitive restructuring techniques, Tanya began to document her experiences in her journal, detailing moments when she felt inadequate. Slowly, she transformed her internal dialogue, replacing "I can't do this" with "this is an opportunity to learn." Gradually, she became more confident in her abilities and even started seeking help from peers and professors, widening her support network and enhancing her understanding of the material. In the realm of relationships, practicing conscious thinking can widen your emotional intelligence, fostering breakthroughs in communication and understanding. Adam faced misunderstandings in his friendships that often left him frustrated. When he began to recognize negative thoughts like, "They don't care about my feelings," he decided to employ cognitive restructuring techniques. Adam reached out to friends to share his perspective. By reframing his thoughts, he realized that those feelings stemmed from his insecurities rather than his friends' actions. This exercise opened lanes of understanding not only for Adam, but also for the friends who may have experienced similar challenges. In the workplace, adopting these practices enhances both performance and interpersonal dynamics. Karen, a team leader, often fell prey to self-doubt about her leadership abilities when facing significant projects. However, when she recognized these recurring thoughts, she began accessing negative patterns and restructured them. Instead of thinking, "I must be perfect," she began cultivating reminders like, "Learning and adapting are part of effective leadership." With time, these changes positively affected her presence in meetings and her interactions with employees, contributing to a more cohesive and open team environment. Ultimately, the practice of sustaining conscious thinking through cognitive restructuring is not reserved for those with extraordinary willpower or innate abilities. It is a skill that anyone can nurture, requiring consistent engagement and a commitment to growth. With each small effort made towards reframing your thoughts, you shape a more resilient self capable of handling life's challenges effectively. Celebrate these small victories. Each step forward reinforces your capability to craft the life you desire. As we close this chapter, prepare to delve deeper into integrating these practices into your daily life, ensuring that sustaining conscious thinking becomes a natural part of your routine. In our next chapter, we will further explore practical ways to develop your thoughtful awareness and embed these tools into your journey of transformation. Stay connected with Awaken Vision. Your feedback and insights are invaluable to our community. By sharing your experiences and suggestions, we foster growth together, supporting one another on the path to a more fulfilling life. As we conclude this journey through alive thinking, empower clarity through conscious mindset, we have explored the transformative power of awareness, reframing thoughts, embracing stillness, aligning intentions with actions, cultivating resilience, and sustaining conscious thinking. Each chapter has provided valuable insights and practical strategies designed to empower you on your path to personal growth and fulfillment. By integrating these practices into your daily life, you can foster mental clarity, strengthen resilience, and cultivate a deeper understanding of yourself. Thank you for taking the time to engage with this content and allow these principles to resonate within you. If you found this journey enriching, we encourage you to like this video, leave your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to our channel. Your feedback helps us continue providing valuable guidance as we navigate this journey of self-discovery and transformation together.